Hello guys, this is IntoCryptoSpace. Let's talk about Crow with Knife. Caw. What is up? What is up? Guys, the DeFi space, especially the cronos space, isn't doing too well. We've seen a downtrend on the ecosystem itself, but it's only a matter of time until it pops off. One of the best stories for the cronos ecosystem to date is Crow with Knife. Crow with Knife being the first and only project community made that has been listed on the crypto.com app. With that being said, the amount of liquidity in this project makes me super bullish for when, yes, a matter of when Cronos pops off. And all of that paired liquidity just boosting the market cap 5 and 10-fold. And now for the short-term updates. So the Cawfund is doing extremely well. Over the last, 13 days, the community has been able to collect and gather an upwards of $90,000 for the Cawfund. Shown on screen now is the lump sum, currently $93,911. And again, we have 17 days left for the best exchange offer. And that is set by the team. Beyond that, again, it's not a huge negative if we can't get this, because there are 3 other central exchange listings that we will move onward to, but obviously we want the best offer. Obviously the team knows best, and we're here for the ride. One of the things I don't think I covered in the last video is that when you set up an exchange listing, depending on how the parameters go, you generally need to provide the LP, right? And an LP meaning the asset and the asset you'd want to pair it to. Therefore, the 155,000 USDT is on one side. But bullishly enough, the team has a treasury wallet. The treasury wallet has an excess of 120,000, meaning strap the hell in. All right, so let's talk brief about crypto exchanges. Out of the top 20, we're in Bitmart and we're on crypto.com exchange. So that's 2. Beyond that, with 155K listing, it has to be, right? And this is all speculation, has to be top 10. It could be MEXC, right? Because it's right outside, but generally you're thinking right in this ecosystem. I'm also thinking that they're going to try to attack another ecosystem outside of Cronos. So it's not going to be just a simple pairing. We're potentially going to be pairing a token or Crow with Knife on another ecosystem, another blockchain, meaning that you're going to be ramping up volume on a different ecosystem, exposing yourself to different users, different investors. And when those people start ramping up and we start seeing, let's say, for example, on Base or Solana, and they are starting to see all that liquidity going into these projects, which is therefore strengthening the project on that chain, therefore putting it onto Dex Screener, it's going to get noticed. Everybody's going to want to get in, and it's going to ramp up all this volume again on a different chain. Every chain has its individual users that generally do not go outside of its scope. But with that being said, if it listed on Binance, for example, everybody on the Binance chain is going to know about it, and they're going to start buying. At the end of the day, of course, Cronos is the home of Crow with Knife, right? So essentially, you'd want all the volume to kind of go through the motherland, right? Ground zero, per se, right? Because that affects all the other bridged assets on these different chains, and it's still going to have a really great effect. And we're going to be rewarding the Cronos users the most, because there's also volume going in and out, and that's VVS, and now there's the liquidity pairs, and everybody's getting supported. But there is opportunities to win in all these different scenarios and opportunities, so make sure you take advantage of them. So as we're starting to ramp up here, guys, as we get closer to the goals, there's going to be a lot more attention on Crow with Knife. The price is going to start spiking. The social engagement, everybody all of a sudden cares about Crow with Knife. It's not just the community, now everybody cares. And I'll say it again, if Crow with Knife wins on Cronos, everyone on Cronos wins, because that's where all the eyes are going to look to. That's where the money's going to move to. So even if you're not part of Crow with Knife, you should support it, because it's going to be drawing eyes to the ecosystem, and therefore your other projects, your other favorites. Really, Crow with Knife is the only option. Right now, Crypto.com listed, strongest LP pair, community made on an exchange that has its validity, has its community, has its social engagement. There's really no reason to go against it. Even if you don't like the project, you gotta support it. Again, to retouch what I talked about at the beginning of the video, let's get serious, right? We have 3.9 million liquidity in Crow Knife. Half of that is pairing from Crow. When Crow, which is now 10 cents, goes to 20 cents, 50 cents, or even $1, which a lot of people say is FUD, right? Because it can only go higher than that. It is going to get higher than that. Think about that half liquidity, which is right now 1.9 million in liquidity, right, in Crow. Think about what happens when that 5 or 10x's in value. Guys, this market cap isn't going to stay this low for long. It's only going to get stronger. And with an exchange on beyond the horizon, in limelight, something's going to happen. It's just regardless of what and when, right? You guys got to plan accordingly. This is one of the best plays to go into on the Cronos chain. If I were you, right, volume here never goes under a certain point. There's always stuff going on. There's always hype moments. For about a month and a half, 2 months, it's been well over 250,000 in volume every day. So even if you have the hodl perspective, right, there's no reason to put money into LP because you're making money off trading volume. You might as well do that if you're going to hodl. It's going to make you feel better about your conviction, and you're going to make money on that TXN fees. Meanwhile, you're at a relatively low point in their market cap with a huge floor price of locked liquidity by VVS themselves. Guys, this can only get so low, and there's so much room for it to go up. Of course, guys, this isn't financial advice. Do your own research, as this is entertainment value, right? Make sure you stay convicted in your plays because nobody can push conviction onto anyone. So make sure you have a strategy. Wanted to finish up saying thank you to the Crow fam, to the communities that watch me, support me, like and comment, and continue to sub. The channel's growing so well, and I owe it to all of you guys, so I hope I'm doing well in your eyes. With that being said, guys, this is IntoCryptoSpace. Until next time.